morning. Gird up the loins of your mind. One of the ways we gird up our loins, well, the loins of our minds anyways, by changing what we think and the way we think. You know, we can never control other people, but we can control our own minds. Self-control is one of the fruits of the Spirit. So we need to become very aware of what's going on in our minds. In Ephesians 4:23, it says, be constantly renewed in the spirit of our minds, having a fresh mental and spiritual attitude. In the following chapter, in Ephesians 5, verse 17, it says, therefore don't be vague and thoughtless and foolish, but understanding and firmly grasping what the will of the Lord is. In other words, be focused, be thoughtful, be wise. We know that Jesus said, I have come that you may have life and have it abundantly. So we know that that's God's will for us. But strongholds in our minds can rob us of the life that Jesus had prepared for us. A stronghold is a harmful thought or pattern that is in our minds or attitude that holds me captive and prevents me from experiencing what God wants for me. These can come from human reasoning or lies that are the opposite of God's truth. That's why we need to gird up the loins of our minds. Don't let wobbly, unstable thinking be firm and focused and accurate. Jesus said in John 8:44 in the second part of the verse, the devil was a murderer from the beginning and doesn't stand in the truth because there is no truth in him. When he speaks a falsehood, he speaks what is natural to him, for he is a liar and the father of all lies. It's important to understand that the devil has no authority or power over a born-again child of God. But he does have one strategy that he can use, and that is to deceive us, to tell us lies. And if we believe it, we are going to fall for them. We have to stand steadfast in the truth. And when we do, we'll recognize the lies. That's why it's so important, girding up the loins of our minds, to bring every thought captive to the obedience of Christ and to know the truth that sets us free. Don't fall for these lies. He was defeated on the cross. He has no dominion to us unless we give it to him. So determined to know Jesus, determined to listen to him, determined to rest your hope fully on the grace that is found in him, and believe him when he says, you're highly favored and deeply loved.